Hey everyone, my name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. If you're really cool, leave some comments, click the thumbs up button, do all that cool stuff. Today we're going to talk about why invest in natural resources, and I'm going to give you some picks. They're going to be royalty companies because that's the easiest way to make money, and I'm going to give you an example of four of them that are in my portfolio over the years, just to show you kind of what the potential is. I got this from an article, but some of these are in my portfolio. So let's jump into it. Why invest in natural resources? So we know change is coming. We know solar panels, wind, new technologies, electrical grid work, batteries, fuel cells, all this stuff's coming to the world. It's the new, we'll call it green revolution. And, you know, in order for all of this to work, they're going to need a lot of materials, not just a little. We're talking a butt ton of materials. Copper, nickel, precious metals, it goes on and on and on. Technologies change very rapidly, and it is difficult to discern who will be the winners. I don't know who's going to get this grid work. I don't know which technology they're going to use. I don't know who's going to get all the contracts for wind and solar panels and fuel cells, and who's going to make the best batteries and what those materials necessarily even are. But we do know that all of them are going to need materials, and lots of it. So we know that they're all going to roughly use the same materials, and we know that they will use a lot of those materials, a lot of minerals. So we know the green revolution is coming. It is very political. And it is chosen by politics who's going to win, who's not. They're probably maybe even going to choose companies. So we don't know who those companies are, and I don't want to speculate on even what they are. But we can speculate that, hey, they're going to use copper, they're going to use nickel, they're going to use silver in all of these green, we'll call it green revolution renewables. So in my opinion, the easiest play is investing in the materials that they use in these renewable sources. All technologies, regardless of what they are, need materials. And all wealth is generated from natural resources. So we want to be in the energy arena because this is going to take and consume a lot of energy. And we also want to be in the base metals and precious metals areas. We know through my other videos that commodities on a ratio basis are cheap to everything. So they're some of the cheapest they've been in 100 years. So we know that we're getting good value. We know that the green revolution is coming. So that's good. Now, if we invest in some of the mining companies, technology is going to create more efficiency in these companies. They're going to, better technology will expand their resources. It's going to increase the percent metal removed from the ore. It's going to decline costs. But there's a way to bypass all of that risk. And by doing that, we can buy royalty companies. And I have a clip of what royalty companies are and how their business model is set up. So I think investing in royalty companies is the best of all worlds, who get a percentage of what is produced. So here are some recommendations that I have for portfolio additions. Nova Royalty just came out, and Americans can buy it under NVARF. It's a nickel and copper royalty company. It's the same team that developed Metalla, MTA, which is a royalty company in the precious metals. I think Ely Gold Royalty is one to look at in the precious metals, Teuton Resources Royalty, and Wheaton Precious Metals. I like those. Now, this next one's an example. It says the four stocks included in the portfolio computations are Ely Gold, FNV, that's Franco-Nevada, Royal Gold, and Sandstorm. Those are all royalty companies. The current value of the portfolio assumes that $2,500 was invested in each one of those for a $10,000 total. The closing monthly price for the first date shown on the portfolio value chart below. All prices are adjusted for splits and dividends. OR and Wheaton Precious Metals are excluded from the portfolio. The current value of $10,000 investment is about $90,000. The percent return is 795%, and the annualized return is 55%. Oops. Let me click back here. So the gold and silver royalty stocks value of initial $10,000 investment, you can see the growth here. It was all the way up over $130,000, but it recently pulled back in our recent pullback down to about $80,000, it's $89,510. I am recommending that we buy it again on this pullback because I think we're going to go higher. But I want you to see the returns, and this is from 2015, so this is like right when the bull market started. It was 2016 when it really started to go. And that is an insane amount of return. And if you notice, if you look at that chart outside of the previous pullback, there wasn't too much volatility. So it's not too bad to hold these things. I know we had a pullback recently, and that's why I'm getting excited and picking up Teuton Resources, Ely Gold, all these royalty companies. And that's why I've recommended some of them for you guys to look into. So we've got this opportunity here. We know they're going to use the hell out of materials. We can find these royalty companies, and I think they're the best play because you really reduce the risk of costs out of it. So royalty companies, I've got some recommendations there. Take a look into them. Maybe they can find a spot into your portfolio where you can reduce risk and push your returns for a long-term hold. This is Finding Value. Hopefully you appreciate this content. Please subscribe, comment, click the thumbs up button, and appreciate your time. Thank you.